you've got some choices. You can stand in the street. You can try to just look at KE's mobile surveillance hub using your vision mag in your eyes. But that's probably the most conspicuous thing you can do is stand out in the street and watch them. You could duck into one of the buildings that are there. You could totally try to pretend you're like a school teacher or a school nurse or something like that. You could try to blag your way in and go for a close-up inspection. That's probably, just to give you some ideas.
Am I still in my scrubs?
You sure are. You look like you've just off a shift.
Yeah. Well, is there children in this school, or have they taken it over completely?
There are.
And are they still teaching class in this school?
They would have left for the day. Roll perception for me, because you're sort of standing in the street and you can use your vision mag. Cool. So you're watching and you use your vision mag, and one of the school teachers is trying to move back in through like a security checkpoint to go back inside. And you see that they, as he goes to walk through, the KE reach out and like, "Stop, citizen," and they make him produce credentials to get in. And there's a bit of fumbling, while he reaches for his comlink and displays his SIN, and they scan his SIN, and they're like, "No problem, citizen, move along." And the guy's able to go into the building. So you sort of think to yourself, it's going to be tricky. Probably walking straight through is not the best idea.
All right, fair enough. Well, we'll abort this plan then before I get caught.
You could totally go have a cup of coffee.
What's that?
Yeah,
you
got a date. Did you forget?
I thought the date was at Lucy's. That's I'm heading there. Just wanted to.
Your mic is really low.
Mine?
No.
That was mine.
Word.
Marcus? Yeah, so I'm gonna abort this before I get caught doing something.
Roll edge for me.
Uh-oh.
I have bad luck.
So that means
Uh-oh.
That's all right. You have bad luck. No, what have I done? I'm still going to ask you to roll the edge, though, I think. That's bad luck.
What is that, just your edge dice, or?
Yeah, so you just roll edge, so if whatever your edge attribute is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so you turn around, you move to go to the other way, and you turn around and there's two KE guards there. And they don't have rifles out or anything. They've got their helmets off, but because you were standing in the street thinking about what to do, they've like just decided to go, "Hey, what are you like?" Just ask you the question, "Who are you and what are you doing?" And so like, "Halt, citizen! Stop right there."
I will stop.
Great. So they're like, no, it will be wrapped up in, I'm aiming to wrap it up probably in the next, maybe no longer than 90 minutes, Des. And again, if you guys are telling me that it's getting a little bit late, let me know. I'll just change the pacing.
Could you retcon me out of this run?
Hey?
I literally have done nothing besides lose money.
Okay, sure. How about I push through this and get you back involved?
Yeah, because it looks like you're starting something else up, and like I still, yeah.
I'm thinking we're gonna probably break into here.
No, I understand. I'll push through this and I'll get you more involved. I'm sorry about that. The KE guards like Shiloh. The KE guards like, "Who are you and what are you doing? Like, what is your business here, citizen?"
I'm a doctor at the clinic.
Okay. And they sort of look at you and they're like, they see the scrubs and they see, you got a few stains from earlier on. They're like, "Oh, okay. why were you standing in the middle of the street?
Well, I was walking by the school, and then I was thinking about the young boy that had both of his legs broken in the clinic earlier today. Just kind of gave me pause,
Oh, and they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, look, don't know, like, you must have had they look really, like, confused. They don't really understand what you're talking about. They're like, we don't know anything about that. So they're like, oh, my legs are, I hope he gets better. It must have been, like, a cycling accident or something. Like, what a horrible thing to happen to a child.
I don't know.
They're like,
it was the worst compound fracture I've ever seen.
They're like, yeah, look, it is a pretty brutal place down here. It's some of the locals can be pretty aggressive, as I'm sure that you've seen over the time that you've been down here. But they're like, look, thank you very much. Continue on, sir. And they just walk past. They're satisfied. Like, you're a doctor, you're in scrubs. They're not even going to ask you to con them.
Off
They're just
I
like, whatever.
go. Off I go.
It's all
You
about
go
the
back-
clothes, man. It's all about the clothes.
You go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll make your way back to Lucy's. So, Ryuchi, you've come downstairs feeling fairly groggy after a day spent trying to bind and fight with spirits and win them over to your cause. So you come back downstairs and Lucy's cooking away, and all the crew are back at the table. What's your reaction?
So what'd you find out?
A couple of things. We got some pretty decent footage at the clinic.
I got some pretty decent footage of that surveillance network too.
Also, my drone found some good stuff.
All right.
And,
Did the
I
deck
helped.
fix?
Yeah, helped out Propeller with his deck. Should be working fine now.
What did you see over at the communication center?
Oh, they've got it set up at a school. They've got 2 guards next to it. They've got a few different patrols. I'll work out like the AR locations, to them that I've marked. It doesn't seem to be too heavily defended. It's just a portable outpost.
They might have had spirits at it, though. Well, there don't seem to be too many awakened down here.
And not from what I've seen. I haven't seen very many. They don't have a dedicated healer at the clinic either.
Yeah, and if they had awakened, any rebels had access to awakened, they would have been able to effortlessly get messages out through spirits.
So, Ryuchi, this gives you a little bit of an idea about that mobile surveillance hub and the.
I already was
the
planning on
galactic-
astrally scouting it.
Good
Yep,
idea.
and you think to yourself, I could probably do that now before dinner.
I'm trying to think if it's better to astrally scout it, or by projecting, or to literally just walk over there as an animal and perceive it.
Just to sense it.
Yeah, just to sense it, because no one's gonna look at a random feral fox.
Good point.
Your call. Both sound cool to me.
I think I'm gonna physically go there.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna
Question: Are you dual natured?
it's weird because I talked to Vance about it because the thing said it was, the shifters were, but they were also able to not perceive, which doesn't make any sense because not perceiving if you're dual natured is in no way a benefit. And then he said he thought that it was meant to just say that you could astrally receive by default, and I have no idea now. He hasn't clarified yet if you're actually dual natured or you get astral perception for free if you're not a mage.
Well, dual natured isn't meant to be a benefit.
Yeah, it's meant to be a huge downside.
It's actually a detriment. Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you are dual natured, I could probably follow you through the astral and keep an eye out.
I mean, you can follow me either way, but I'm probably not. So from what Bam's told me, and he's trying to talk to the rule guys about it, they're not actually dual natured anymore. But I'm not 100% on it because he's still checking. Are you astrally active too?
Yep.
You could probably totally do something where Warden studies your aura, and he tracks your aura in the astral.
My character does not want him to study his aura because
Okay, yeah, cool.
he's not exactly human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just kicking that idea out. That's all.
All right. You're probably sneaky as hell as a fox, so
Yeah, no, he is.
you should go and check it out.
I'm going to. So I'm going to leave the room and like walk out the front door without really talking. I'm saying like I'm going to go check it out astrally, okay?
Sounds good to me.
And
I'm like, all right.
I go outside and I find like a dumpster or something, and I take off all my clothes and put it behind it, and then shift. So like all my gear is hidden behind some dumpster.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yep, that's nice and secure as far as I'm concerned.
In that case, then I just start like walking there.
In fox form.
Yeah, because I'm naked in human form now. So I'm kind of stuck here until I get my stuff back.
This would get really awkward really fast.
So you have low light vision. You have
I have low light vision.
ultras.
I can hear ultrasound, so if there's any ultrasound sensors going on, I can hear them. And then I have I can smell better than even a cyber nose. Is basically the idea. It's I can't even pronounce it, but it's from Run Faster, and it's like a cyber nose but amped up. And instead of protecting you against tailored pheromones, it makes them way worse.
Oh, okay. Yep. I think I know the one you're talking about. What's your sneak dice? Your sneak dice aren't on the chummer sheet. Would you just have your human ranks when you're in fox form?
Yeah, I have 1 rank, but my agility is 5, so I'd have 6 dice.
Oh. Yep.
But I'm mostly like,
So you have 1 rank.
yeah, I'm mostly like quote unquote disguised as an animal, and that's my main defense.
Sure. Okay, I'm with you. Yep.
But I'm still gonna
so-
try to be sneaky. But I'm gonna try to be like the least sneaky fox on the planet.
So you will need to roll navigation to know where you're going. You're doing it in physical.
Is navigation technical?
Using the map. Yeah, it would be.
Then I can't even try.
Can't even try. Okay. So Lucy, as you're leaving, overhears you say that you're going to go poke around, and she's like, "Oh, so it's this way." And she's like, "Go down the street and turn left," and then she gives you the directions.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And John also showed you the map before you left.
The problem is I can't. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna leave my comlink on and my contacts in, so I can just keep the map on my eyes.
Clever.
Sure.
There's a reason I own contacts.
So you start making your way over to the mobile surveillance hub, and you find that as it's starting to become 1700 or 1730, that people are starting to go inside for dinner, and so there's not as many people out on the streets. You spot one patrol of KE doing much the same as what John's patrol were doing. They were just walking around. They weren't actively intimidating anybody, but they were just like, yeah, we're a patrol of about 8 people, and we're physically intimidating. So you make your way over to the mobile surveillance hub. You're standing in the street as a fox shifter would in fox form, sort of just hanging about. There's a cafe, there's the bookstore, there's the school, which they've KE have appropriated for their mobile surveillance, like mobile command center. And in the distance, using your super duper fox eyes and fox nose, there's an e-cat.
An e-cat?
Yeah, so it's a cat that has matrix connection.
Jeez. Okay.
Wait.
No, I know those exist.
You smell it. You smell a cat.
Yeah, I smell a cat. Jeez. Okay. What direction? Where is it? Is it inside the building?
It's like outside the cafe, and it's sort of it walks outside the cafe and does the cat strutting thing, and then it like sits back on its legs, and it curls its tail around its legs, and then it just looks at you.